Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope so all of you are safe and sound by the grace of Allah Almighty. Students, today's topic is future indefinite tense. That is quite easy and simple topic of the day, future indefinite tense, in which we will discuss its definition, its introduction, after that its types one by one, its structure, formulas, step by step, mean to say affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences. First of all, the most important thing is the definition. What is future indefinite tense? And you can see future indefinite indicates that an action or occurrence has not happened yet and will take place at some point in the future. Mean to say, future indefinite tense is used to express an action that has not taken place yet and will take place in future. For example, if I have a question, I have a statement, I have a sentence, we shall play football after 1 hour, after 2 hours. We shall, or I shall play cricket, or I shall play football after 1 hour. So you can see there is no planning or intention in the future. So that is used, we use in future indefinite tense. Mean to say, as there is no planning to play football in future, so that is why this is called future indefinite tense, because there is no planning whether we will play football or cricket. So let's move towards the types of sentence in future indefinite tense. You can see affirmative sentences, after that we will see negative sentences, interrogative sentences, then interrogative with negative sentences. Okay, first of all, move towards affirmative sentences. Its rules are mentioned here. The most important things to understand: whether the use of I, the use of shall or will. Students, we will use shall with I and we. The pronouns with I and we will use shall after that first form of verb, and the rest of the pronouns like you, they, he, she, it, or any name will use as a helping verb will. Will be used with you, they, he, she, it, and shall will be used with I and we. Got it? Now come to the point. Affirmative sentences rules are mentioned here. He, she, it, or any noun will use will plus first form of verb. Mean to say these are shows. These shows singulars or third persons or singulars. After that, the plural pronouns are here, they or you. And with they and you will also use will after that first form of verb. I and we. With I and we will use shall, then first form of verb, or the simple formula is here: subject plus will shall plus first form of verb, then object if is required. Got it? Now next move towards its examples. Examples are here. The first sentence is he will meet his friends after an hour. So you can see there that shows our future, something that going to be happen. He will meet, वो मिलेगा his friends, अपने friends को after school के बाद. Mean to say मिलेगा, गा गेगी, that is the identification of Urdu. Like he will meet his friends after school, वो मिलेगा after school के बाद वो अपनी friends से मिलेगा. The next is annual. Daniel, you can write Amna, Aisha, whatever, will write a letter to her mother. I shall play a football match. I shall play a football match. They will go for a picnic. They will go for a picnic, mean to say something is going to be happen in future, not in present, not past. You will run in the garden. The girls will read in the class. Then you can see we used will with he, any name, they or you, and with name like annual or we or I will use shall. I or we will use shall, and annual, any name, he, she, it, they or you, we used here will. as a helping verb. Got it? So the girls will read in the class, and the most important is the identification of I and we, or the identification of the use of shall. You can see number 3, and the second last sentence is we shall come from the picnic, from the class, from the school, or from the MP, whatever. The dogs will break in tonight. So let's move to a negative sentences. The same formula is here, just the addition one word, that is not. In negative sentences, we are adding not after will or shall. This is the only difference, is the use of not after our helping verbs like shall or will. In plural numbers like they, you, will, use, will not. After that plural number I, we, that the use of I and we, that is shall not. Then he, she, it, or any noun will use will, shall, or not. The simple formula is here subject plus helping verb like will or shall. After that not, first form of verb, object if is required. Examples are here: we shall not go to see him in hospital. I shall not teach you a lesson. You have to write here a lesson, double S-O-N. They will not talk to you. She will not stay in hotel. The train will not come tomorrow. Then you can write here another name like Ahmed will not run today. Dance class will not open tomorrow. Got it? So you can see just one word, the addition of one word, that is not we used here after shall or will. So we shall not, I shall not, they will not, she will not, train will not, or any name will not. Then dance or dance class or class will not, or any party will not. Okay. Now next move towards interrogative sentences. There are two types of interrogative sentences, one which start with WH helping verbs like shall or will of sentences, of tenses, and another is who starts with WH family or WH word like who, why, when, where, how, etc., and compulsory to add. Who starts with WH word and compulsory to add in of the sentence, like formula are here. Two types of interrogative sentences are here. The first formula is that if our sentence starts with will or shall, then after that we will use here subject, first form of verb, object, and rest of the part if is required. Then the next category of interrogative sentences is the start of WH family, mean to say who, how, when, will, where, what, etc. After that helping verb, then we will use subject. The difference is we will use here subject after helping verb, mean to say helping verb is necessary part of our sentence. After that first form of verb, object, and the rest of the part of our sentence. Examples are here: will the girls read in their room? The first category you can see 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 and 4 sentences that starts with first category, mean to say the helping verb, that are going to start with helping verbs are will and shall. So according to our pronouns, we'll use here will and shall, like will the girls, or the simple sentence the girls will. So we will use in interrogative sentence will the girls read in room. After that question mark is also necessary to mention. Then shall I write a letter? Will they listen to the teacher? Will you study with me? These are the sentence that start with helping verbs. So students, the next category is, you can see the sentences are going to start with WH family, or the what, who, why, whose, where, when, etc. So the sentence is what will, mean to say first of all we will have to write here what. After that helping verb will, then we will use here our subject, that is she do in the room, who will sleep in the class. Then why will they learn his lesson, whose book will he read today. So the next category is interactive with negative sentences. These are also quite simple. Formula is here. You also have to start with WH or helping verbs, then the word subject plus not plus first form of verb, object and rest of the parts. Will you not mean to say, if you are going to start with helping verbs, then you will write here will or shall, after that subject, then you will have to write here not. You will you not go to market today, then question mark. Shall I not work in the office? Will she not talk to her classmates? Why will they not drink with us? Where shall we not go tomorrow? Mean to say, first of all you will write here WH family or why, what, where, then after that helping verbs, then subject, then not, then drink with us or the rest of the part. Where shall we not to go? Will your brother not come tomorrow? Got it? Interrogative negative examples are here. We have already discussed. So that's it. Thanks.